Jingle bells, subscribe to the Strength Classroom. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Strength Classroom. If you want my complete conjugate system, you can see I have a quote-unquote ad running right here, but this is just like the little shorts. I'm sure you've seen it in the YouTube shorts on Instagram. 4 ebooks in one. It's definitely my best deal. Hypertrophy, strength, conditioning, whatever phase you have to work on, it focuses on, while still using all this conjugate methodologies to get you bigger, stronger, whatever you need. But there's little focused waves. So just to start off on this day, because I needed to wake up, but something that didn't require too much thinking. So I'm doing these rotational throws, which is very, very underutilized and underrated, if I do say so myself. It's a 60-pound medicine ball, or slam ball, whatever the heck they're called. And you basically turn. That's all it is. You turn and you throw it as far as you can. I'm throwing it about, 6-7 feet maybe. It's perfect for an upper body day, perfect for a lower body day. The only thing is, it keeps slipping out of my hand. So it might be a bit too heavy, or I'm just not grabbing it the right way. But it was kind of slipping out of my hand, so I just gotta put a little more inward force, squish it a bit, and it'll be fine, I think. But regardless, I just did this for about 5 to 6 minutes. I did it with 2 camera shots, so you're seeing only one of them, but how many clips do you have to see? I don't want to bore you guys to death. But let's get into the real work, the main work. What you came to see. The star of the show. The main event. I don't know why I built that up so much. So, snatch grip deadlifts off a 3-inch deficit, or 2.75, whatever the heck it actually is. Let's call it 3, let's call it 2.5. Who cares what it is? It's higher than 2, less than 3. Snatch grip deadlifts, 275. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. You add some chains to the action, and add about roughly 70 pounds of chains. And I'm going to show you an error. No, there's different types of deadlift variations, and you have to set up the chains different ways. So let's look at it this way. As you can see, I'm using a snatch grip deadlift, and with a normal deadlift, normally the chains would be outside my hands. So I just took that logic and put the chains in the same spot. Wrong, my friends. So you want the chains to actually be inside your arms. It'll make it a little bit easier, because right here, yeah, it looks like it's good, right? Yeah, everything looks like it's okay. Oh. And then you get right about here and bang. The chains went outwards under the plate, and it was very annoying. So I had to reset up. This is a much better setup. 5 sets of 5 with about 1 minute of rest. You'll find actually a better explanation of this method in my conditioning ebook. It's not like it's super complicated to set up. It's just not something that happens over one workout. I'll put it that way. That's the best way I can describe it. But if you don't want to do 8 sets of 3, this is like the highest amount of sets I do for dynamic work. As you can see, it's not true dynamic effort work. The bar is not moving fast by any means. It's definitely faster than if I were to do something heavy, but because of the amount of chain, because of the deficit, this is a pretty hard variation. But the main thing that is the goal of this workout is to push myself. Nothing is close to failure. As soon as I start seeing that stopwatch behind my head hit about 50 seconds of rest, I'm already setting up so I can pull right when it hits a minute. So it's like every minute on the minute for about 5 minutes. Smokes the upper back, smokes the posterior chain, hits your quads a little bit. It's just beautiful. How can you not love it? Learn to love it, learn to live with it. So then, Zercher lunges from, like, let's say a landmine, and this is great for athletes, I would say. I saw this lift on Instagram, and you know when you're scrolling through Instagram and you scroll too far and you want to see this video and then it just disappears? I hate that shit. Okay, I hate that so much. But 2 sets of 8, because the more weight you put, the less room you have to hook your arm. So as you can see, I already, because my arms are so big and jacked, I can't put it on the landmine anymore. So only one of my arms is there. But what's good about this, it's like you're focusing more on lateral pressure of like the outside of your quad as opposed to the inner. So this almost like strengthens the muscles that would be responsible for like doing a cut to the inside. Let's say football, soccer, basketball, any. So it's actually a great lunge variation. And now let's get to the core portion of my workout. The core, ladies and gentlemen. So here I'm swinging from side to side violently, and here I am swinging from front to back violently. So what's happening is this is hitting my core, my abdominals, it's hitting my spinal erectors, it's also hitting my hamstrings and glutes. But when you think of the definition of core, ladies and gentlemen, everyone just likes to think of abs, but no. Where is it? The core is technically any part of your body that's not your limbs. Technically. So because, see right here, people don't think this is a core exercise. They think I'm using my arms to bring it down. No, look how I'm violently shucking myself to the side. That's what's bringing it up. And then I'm pulling with the opposite arm to bring it down. So it's a lot of lat in there as well. A lot of lat. Latissimus dorsi, as they call it. This is a great piece. It's kind of expensive. I don't think everyone should have one. I've never seen a gym. Anyone that's ever seen this says, what BDSM stuff is this? What's in your gym? But, you know, that's between me and my wife. So here, just trying to get some blood into the muscle at the end to finish off. 8 sets of 8. I got this from my friend. Follow him on Instagram, Power Physique. Very strong guy, does jiu-jitsu like me as well. We talk on the daily. We're from same part of town. These are, what are these called again? Like sissy squats or something like that. So it's like a body weight leg extension. And I didn't know what my range of motion was. So I'm like, let me just start off higher, do a set of 8, remove the mat, do a set of 8. So I started off with 3 mats, 2 mats, and I think 1 mat is what I can do. And I think I can almost damn near do these to the floor. I think so. What do you guys think? Do I look like I'm struggling? Do I look like I'm... Oh, jinx myself. Uh-oh. But these are good for quads. They're good for knee health, all that stuff. And it doesn't have a high energy cost. That's the great part about it. You could do these at the end of the workout like I'm doing it, and you're not gonna feel super fatigued. It's beautiful. So then these hip openers I got, I don't know what tension of band. Who gives a shit what it is? 4 sets of 25, opening them up. I realized I should be doing more work like this. Like I said, look, how much energy am I spending? How much time am I spending on doing stuff like this? But the only thing is, these are not magic. You gotta do the heavy work as well. So I hope you liked this video, ladies and gentlemen. That's all there is to it. If you liked it, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and have yourself a great day.